Hey guys, it's Heather the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing today? So I got something in the mail that I wasn't expecting today. I have some vintage yarn for you. I'm so excited, even though I'm still sick. I'm sure you can still hear that huskiness in my voice. I wanted to show you. I was so excited. I don't know where to start. To start. The reason that I did buy this, because I had even told myself I'm not going to buy any more vintage yarn and while I'm working up what I have into squares, right? I'm not going to do it unless I see something irresistible. In my video where I showed you guys my vintage yarn being turned into squares, I showed you this, and it's still connected for a reason. But I showed you this, right? I'm in love with this yarn. Is it the softest yarn I've ever had? No. It is definitely like that vintage, amazing 80s, 70s feeling yarn. But it's also that amazing 70s, 80s feeling, or feeling color. Yeah, I'll go with feeling because happy. That makes me so happy. So here it is up close, right? And I absolutely love it. I 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 cannot say I love it more. Have I mentioned that I love it? I had no idea the color. I had no idea the type. No idea. So I had posted like on my personal Facebook, I had just posted a picture of the square as I was making it. It was like only like maybe 2 rounds. And I was like, have you ever seen anything happier than this, anything more beautiful than this? And I was talking about how this was like a Goodwill find and it was unlabeled. And I would love to just figure out what it is. And I had some comments from people that I knew, and they had an idea. But before I got those comments, I was talking to a couple people at work, and I said, I have got to try to find this, you guys. I have to. And so I went on eBay, and without showing you addresses, I went on eBay, and I looked again, and I thought that I found it. Whether this is it or not, this is exquisite. Exquisite. So we have here, I cut this open, and I cut open the box that I got. But, oh, there's a note on it. But I haven't opened it, felt it, attempted to smell it. Nothing yet. I just cut them open because not the last time that I did vintage yarn haul, but a few times ago. If you have been with me, you may know that I am still haunted by this awful memory that I thought I was pretty delicately cutting open my yarn, and I cut my yarn, and it was some vintage yarn, and I cried, and I cried. I don't think I cried on camera. I think I was more horrified, and then later I was like, oh no. I mean, I guess it'll be the same as finding a knot in it, because I always cut the knot and join it, in my opinion, stronger. But here's what I got. Now, this one's caked up, and this one's not. But even looking at them, I think the brown is not the same. Let's open it, okay, before I make some judgment calls here. But there's a little note. There's a little Hermione sticker on here. That's adorable. And it says, thank you. And they wrote in, like, glitter gel pen. These are my people. Thank you. We hope you make something wonderful. Best. And then their YouTube. No, not YouTube. Their eBay shop. Which I can't. I don't want to read it and be wrong, so I can't quite read it. I I didn't realize this was going to be in quite the crinkly packaging. I'm sorry. Jeez. And taped really well too. Okay, you know what? We're just going to cut it. Move my Diet Pepsi. We're going to cut it carefully away from the yarn. It is very stuck, you guys. Like they used like super glue or something. I don't know. It was very stuck. Okay. It is beautiful. It's definitely old. Let me see. Like it even has that old feel. It doesn't feel bad though. I mean, like it feels like old yarn. It doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like old dirty yarn. It doesn't feel like, actually it feels fairly soft for old yarn. Inspection here. I see nothing bad going on from first glance. Now, what I do, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. It is called, it's just called, the color is 980 Oranges. That's the color. Even though there's browns and whites and yellows. Oranges. 980 Oranges. It is from Coats & Clark Red Heart 4-ply hand knitting yarn. Machine washable and dryable. And then it says a, quote, wind tuck, unquote, product. 100% virgin Orlon acrylic fiber. This is 85 grams, which is 3 ounces. It says non-allergenic and moth-proof. Made in the USA. It does have like the knitting gauge for stockinette stitch. It says it's interchangeable with Red Heart articles, and then it lists some other numbers. The care instructions are on the reverse side. It advertises that it is the pull-out skein, which is accurate. Care instructions are pretty. It's got it's got a ruler in the inside. Remember when Lion Brand did that on the outside of theirs? It's got instructions for dry cleaning. It says, please note the yarn must be absolutely dry to ensure automatic blocking. They have instructions for hand washing and drying. And they have instructions for machine washing and drying, which unfortunately has been ripped to smithereens. But now what I was getting back to, it's beautiful. It's got like a rich brown in it. It's got 2 different orange shades. It's got yellow and it's got white. Okay. It's beautiful. I have no complaints. I'm in love with this yarn. I love it. However, there's definitely only one shade of orange here. Like this one is almost orange overload. I think this one probably has a little more white. The brown is most definitely darker. It's not the same yarn. The feel of it, this one is a little scratchier than this one. Now that could be treatment, that could, because this one has a sister cake, not of the same yarn. I showed it in the last video, at least a picture of it, like worked up into a square. And the sister cake has a brighter yellow. The orange is like an orange red. And then it's got white and brown in it, I believe. And I also love that one. I really endeavor to find out what kind that is also. But these are not the same. I think this is going to be gorgeous and beautiful. And I honestly think I'm going to work it up next in my vintage squares. Now, again, I slit the box open. Box open. It's well packaged. There's paper at the top. Well, I assume it's well packaged. It's fancily wrapped with paper at the top. Kind of like the way Michael's did my last order. This is what my cousin found online. And I followed that because she just did like a screenshot. And I followed that to this site. Let me see. I could not tell you in the last video when I was talking about it what the site was. Let me see if they have it on here. LaurelLeafFarm.com. LaurelLeafFarm.com. If I remember, I'll put it below. But they don't sell just yarn. They sell, it seems like they probably go to a lot of like estate sales and anything interesting. That's what seems to be up for sale, like older, vintage, interesting things. But this lot was amongst them. Now remember on eBay, they wrote thank you. I think it says thank you. It either says Mika and Jennifer or Mike and Jennifer. I can't quite tell. But they put a thank you on it anyway. Bear in mind, eBay wanted, I think $9 or $10 for this, plus almost $7 in shipping, so $6 something in shipping. They were or best offer, and I offered them $6, which is still a lot, because that ended up being like $12 in total with the shipping for this, which some of you may be like, you're insane. Some of you may understand. I would not, I'm that person who won't go to Michael's and pay, $10. I will wait for a coupon every single time, pretty much. I think I've recently bought one thing for $12 from Meijer's, and that's because Meijer's didn't have a coupon. And I really wanted it. But I apparently will buy things that are older than me for exorbitant prices. But this one skein, regardless, with the shipping, cost me $12. Was it smart? No. Was it the only time I'd seen this on there? Yes. There was another lot that had 3 in that was similar, but it was wool. It was 100% wool. I don't want to mix 100% wool in my blanket. I mean, unless that's what this is and I didn't know, that kind of thing. I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, but I'm fairly certain that's acrylic. But this entire lot with free shipping, what you're about to see, everything, was the price of less than 4 of these skeins. I could not have bought 4 of those at this price. So like 3 something. Paper. And it's, let me show you. Let me show you. This is what I opened it up to. And you see what's popping out in this corner right here? I promise there's more than one. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm like looking and I think we'll get to it. So pretty. This box is happiness. Vintage happiness. Okay. I believe there were 14. Let me see what it says on here. I believe there's 14 of them in here. It does not say, but I am very certain that we'll count, okay? So the first thing that is eye-popping here is Lady Myra. American made for the American woman. Lady Myra. Ciel DuPont certification mark, knitting worsted type. Machine washable, machine dryable, and it is in the color 701 Tangerine. Look how long these are. I mean, I'm sure some of that's with age. Stuff kind of like lengthens out a little bit here. It says, I don't know if I read it, 100% Orlon acrylic 4-ply, 4 ounces. So this is 4 ounces. I believe the one I just showed you was 3 ounces. Did I say 3? I'm trying to be careful with this label because it's torn. I know I read it to you guys. 3 ounces. So 3 ounces, 4 ounces. 3 ounces, 4 ounces. I'm so excited. I'm probably more excited than I should be. Is that a design in the label? I can't really tell, but it's not over any of the words. And it's smooth. It's like the paper looks like this, but I can't tell if it's just somehow discolored and smooth. At first I thought there was like water damage on the label. See all the design looking? Or like why it would fade that way, but it's smooth. And it's not over any of the lettering. I don't know, that's odd, right? I think it's the label, you guys. Because they're all like that of this brand. They're all like that. And the other brands are not. So I don't think it's damage. I don't have a good sense of smell to begin with. Checking it for anything suspicious. When I ordered this, it said it was from an estate sale. There's like a little piece of like hay or something. And there's like paper. But I mean, like I said, they said this was from an estate sale and that it was in great condition. And I am so far agreeing. It seems like there's, I don't know, just like a little speck of dirt or something, you know, that comes with old stuff. But it doesn't seem to be any critter activity. Just double checking this one. It's not. I mean, it's still just a piece of dirt that's hanging out in here. It's just like a little piece of flat dirt, and it's hanging out in the acrylic. But it's nothing bad. Nothing bad at all. But it's a really bright orange, right? Here. Maybe that'll... in your face. It's being blown out by my light no matter what. It's a very orangey orange. I love it. I love it. And there are, gently move you, baby. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. See, it's on all the labels. It's like the design. 4 of these. American made for the American woman. Okay, so that is the orange that you see. And then there is this gorgeousness. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Ah! Okay, this is knitting worsted type ombre Ciel, 100% Orlon acrylic. It says Kmart satisfaction always, 4 ply, net weight 3.5 ounces. So this one is in between those two. Has washing and drying instructions, hand washing instructions. It has the original like printed on price tag from Kmart, which says $1.57. Manufactured in USA for the Kmart Corporation from Troy, Michigan. Neighbor. Hi, neighbor. It is the color brown ombre. To be precise, it is 1593 brown ombre. It's just looking for any hint of age, but no. So brown ombre. And look at those beautiful browns and whites and more browns. That is so pretty. That is so pretty. I think some of these browns match some of these browns pretty well. I'm so excited, you guys. I'm probably more excited than I should be. Oh, but there are 1, 2, and these do look good. 3, 4. There's 4 of these guys. So 4 and 4. so excited. I think I might have to rearrange a little bit here. So that's 8 so far, 4 and 4. Let me go digging, because this one is, I think, different than all the rest. I think. Just rearranging everyone here. So I have what I've already showed you towards the bottom. Because yes, I am just excited and have this whole thing on my lap right now. Okay, the next thing is this. This might look familiar if you've been around my channel, or I'll get to it in a second. Okay, this is another Kmart yarn, Ombre Ciel, 100% DuPont acrylic fiber. It had a list price, the original like printed on list price of $1.11. 4-ply net weight 3.5 ounces also, so in between the first two there. It has the same instructions, washing and drying, hand washing and drying. It has the Kmart Satisfaction. Also made in the US for Kmart. No, for SS Crochet Company, Troy, Michigan. I mean, it has the same Troy, Michigan. This one must be older, because it says for SS Crochet, SS S. KRESGE Crochet Company, Troy, Michigan. And this one definitely says manufactured in USA for Kmart Corporation, Troy, Michigan. And this one has like the Kmart, see the Kmart right there? This one has a K, but it's not the same. The K itself is the same, but the logo's not. This is in the, it says color 8629, brown orange ombre. Huh. And the reason why this might look familiar, actually it's not the same. Okay, I'm gonna show it to you again anyway. Look at these beautiful, it's basically missing the white, right? It's got the beautiful dark brown, it's got a beautiful gold, and it's got a beautiful orange to it. No white. The browns are the same. So still not the exact, right? I thought this would look familiar to you because I happen to have right here. I'm not going to take this one out of the bag because it's all like, here's the seal, so it's all the way down here. But from a previous haul, I had this. This, however, is Murphy's Mart, and it's Windtuck yarn. I was going to say this would look familiar because I believe this is the yarn that Shannon from Another Yarn had opened up, that people were oohing and eyeing, and myself included. But it could have been this one. One of these, perhaps. But that was what I thought it was. It's pretty similar. Don't get me wrong. They're very similar. They're basically the same, except I think this one is bigger, like more yarn. I mean, like maybe this is a 3.5 ounce too, did I say? 3.5 ounces. Maybe that one's a 3 ounce. I didn't get to see on the label because it's in the bag. But there's one of these, so that makes 9. And then there was this. Now this, I see right away, has got something on it. Like the bottom just has, there's another like little piece of dirt or whatever, like that's fine. It's got, this is what I saw from the top right here, and it's got a little bit of something. It honestly just looks like something at some point got slightly spilled on it or something, like it doesn't, like food-wise or something like that, dirt-wise, mud-wise even maybe. I'm going to try to gently wash it and let it dry because, especially in yellow, I think a lot of unwanted things would show up pretty well. And I'm not seeing anything other than that. There's like a little piece of lint. Nothing crazy, nothing scary, nothing like that. I think we're good here. It's just that little questionable substance, but I'm going to wash it. Hopefully I can save it because I love it and it's pretty. Are these two different yarns? Hold on a minute. One moment. These are two different yarns, you guys. Okay, let's start with this one. This one is Lion Brand. And look at the lion in the corner. That's the Lion Brand logo from years past, right? It says this is Lion Brand Yarn Company. Simplified instructions for Afghan on reverse side. That's cute. That's a cute Afghan. I mean, that looks like something like Mikey from the Crochet Crowd would do, right? It's actually cute. 6 skeins makes that beautiful Afghan. This is called Joy. That's what I was finally getting to. Lion Brand. Here's another logo for Lion Brand right by my thumb. This is Joy 4-ply hand knitting yarn, 100% super soft virgin acrylic, machine washable and dryable, washing and crochet instructions on reverse side. Famous for our quality yarn since 1878, Lion Brand Company, New York, New York. Color number 158, Buttercup. The original price tag of 99 cents is on this, you guys. And that is all the information that one has. So there's one there. So that's 10. This will be number 11. And it also, like, I'm guessing they were sitting side by side and the same, like this has a little drop of the same whatever that is. But it definitely is almost the same yellow, but this one is a little, like, brighter. This one is printed 58 cents. I thought the 99 cents was crazy. It says Fiesta, special value Fiesta, 100% acrylic, knitting worsted weight. They're very specific. This is 3.52 ounces, 100 grams, 4-ply, ready to knit, pull-out skein, shrink-resistant, moth-proof. Malina Company, M-A-L-I-N-A, Malina Company, Incorporated, New York, New York. It is in the color Daffodil. So did I say this was Buttercup? So we have Buttercup and Daffodil. Daffodil's my favorite flower, by the way. And that is all the information on this one. Besides, like, they suggest that you buy enough of each dye lot, etc. So that is 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's the 11th skein. And now, I have to get all of these out on their own. I know you can see it. I know you can see it. One is missing its label. That's okay. Look at these, you guys. Look at these. In fact, the one without the label, you can really see. Look at that. Now, it's in a skein versus it's caked up, but if this isn't it, I don't know what is. I don't. Let me introduce you to Windtuck Ombre Yarn, easiest care blend for all wash and wearables. 100% Orlan, 4-ply, net weight 3.5 ounces of beautifulness. It has a knitting gauge on it of 4.5 stitches per inch, 5.5 rows per inch. Suggested needle size is an 8, crochet gauge, 4 single crochet stitches per 1 inch, 4.5 rows per 1 inch, suggested hook size G. Machine washable, use warm water with any detergent. Always machine dry. Always machine dry. Needles needs no shaping. It is manufactured in the USA for the Kmart Corporation of Troy, Michigan. And it is called Fall Ombre. 3024 Fall Ombre. There is an original price tag of $1.37 on here. And I have 3 of them. How beautiful. How beautiful is this? I love it. These are dying to be made into something gorgeous together. Yes. Had this been the same one, and I think these are close enough. That's 4 skeins of yarn for a blanket. Like for, say, squares, right? I kind of want to make this into a blanket of its own. Maybe mixed with the brown ombre. But, like, as opposed to my crazy squares that I'm doing any vintage yarn from, I kind of want this to be an orange, brown, white, gold. Beautiful. Do you guys think we have a winner, by the way? I'm so excited. I really, really think we do. I think it's gorgeous, and I love it so much. I'm so excited. Yes, so that is where I leave you, I guess, with 14 of these in this one auction. I'm a very happy Heather. I'm a very happy Heather. I could not resist. I was on break at work when I got that Facebook post from my cousin. And I stopped right then and there and went and found it, and I bought it. I'm crazy. But anyway, let me know what you think. Let me know if you think we have a match. Let me know if you think it's a good idea. Like, would you make a blanket with just that? I really want to. I really want to. I think I want to wait until I get, I wasn't joking last vintage video. I think I want to wait until I get my, like, vintage happy space going and do it there. Literally watching Magnum PI on, like, a Friday night or something. It's relaxing with my vintage yarn and pretending I'm in the 80s. Like, I know I am a little insane. You guys love my craziness, right? I hope. All right. That's all I have today for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm over the moon. I don't feel like my voice relays yet my special happy voice yet, but it's there. I promise. I am, like, exuding happiness from this purchase. I definitely need to slow down the purchases now. Now that I have found it, I can stop. But unless I find more matching ones, I'm just saying. All right, you guys, I'm going to go for real. Thanks for hanging out with me. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.